is up, guys? It is your boy Hunter the Sith, and today's why I say today, and in this video, I'm so used to saying today's, but in this video we are watching the Dead by Daylight anniversary, 9-year anniversary part 2 stream, because just got done looking at all those teaser images, and now we're moving on to the stream part 2 of Dead by Daylight. Since we've seen the first one, since we actually saw Springtrap, dude. Oh my god. But they're gonna talk about more about him in this one. I'm kind of excited to see what they go off in the stream. Again, just like the last stream, I was a little bit late for this one. Not how I say a little bit late. I was a little bit late with this one. But I don't care. I really don't care. I am hyped. I am excited to watch this. Let's just get into it and watch it. And yeah, let's see it. 3, 2, 1, guys. I'm hyped.
So make sure you're looking at the Twitch chat or looking at the QR code.
And just like,
make sure you're linking your.
And just like the last one, I did the last one we watched. I'm gonna be just kind of silent for this, but I will talk and pause and talk, bro, when they show something. So yeah.
Behavior account so that you're not missing it. It starts today up until June 10th, but maybe Eric, you want to tell us what we're gonna get?
I do, although I don't know that it matches what's in the image. So we have 3 drops for you, but actually the first drop is a combo. You're gonna get blood points as well as a smiling clown badge. Sorry, I don't what I have written down versus what's in that image.
So they're probably talking about.
We're gonna learn together what we get.
Different character.
Smiling clown badge, 200,000 blood points bundled together for watching 1 hour. A clown den banner for watching 3 hours.
So they're legit talking about a different character.
Tail on the Maurice charm for anyone who accumulates 6 hours of watch time. Oh, Maurice, how I miss thee.
I miss him. I have to do my little head pats at the map.
I know. I hope he returns to us soon. Before we dive in, one last thing we did want to mention, if you've been around for a few weeks, we're running a charity program at the moment, which I've been so psyched about, tied to
John's so hyped.
Release.
Hyped to play DBD, bro.
Already, well, it's finished, but it has over $200,000.
Oh my God.
And that's before the multiplier that we're still calculating right now. So thank you to everyone who contributed to that charity. It's going to a really great cause, the Saint Justine Foundation here in Montreal, to help kids and their moms. So thank you. We'll announce the final number when we have it from the numbers people, but it is well over $200,000. So crazy.
That's a lot of money.
Okay, without further ado, let's talk about Five Nights at Freddy's, playing a Springtrap, and bring out our dear friend Jay Guzzo, the killer's designer.
Springtrap! There he is. There he is. Oh, the hype. Dead by Daylight. When I saw this art, yo, is this his chase name? Yo, this got me shit. Yo. Is this his chase music? Cause it got me dancing, bro. Oh, it's the music kind of gives that carnival-esque theme. I don't know if that's what they're going for. I kind of like it a little. I kind of like it, but it's giving that like carnival vibe a little bit. That's what I think. I kind of like the beat. I like the beat of this. That part sounds like an arcade, definitely. Yep, playing Springtrap. Oh, it's about to get real. Oh my god. The theme. Oh, they're playing again. Oh, the theme. With like... Okay. Okay, so now they're gonna talk about Springtrap. I think. Oh, he has a Freddy plush!
Waiting for Jay to tell us.
I just noticed he has a Freddy plush right there. That's cool. So I'll pause real quick. If we don't make it halfway, if they don't talk about Springtrap a little bit, I will cut the video and we'll skip it to Springtrap, or I'll meet you guys back when they talk about Springtrap. If it's only if they don't talk about him in the first minute. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Let's keep going.
We're ready, but we're live. See, we told you it's live. You didn't believe us.
Oh my God, it's Freddy Fazbear.
So, hi, Jay. Hi. So from the time that we announced that Five Nights at Freddy's was coming to Dead by Daylight, obviously the excitement has been off the charts for Five Nights at Freddy's fans, for DBD fans, for myself, maybe you, and you know, people are speculating. Who's the killer going to be? Are we going to get a map, et cetera, et cetera? We answered those things in a high-level way at PAX a few weeks ago. Indeed, we will have a killer, Springtrap. For the first time ever, you get to play as Springtrap.
Yeah.
Be terrorized by Springtrap. Well, if you're a survivor, you'll still be terrorized. And also, we'll be bringing a new map. So Jay has come here to join us. And if you have watched streams before, you would know Jay from such hits as Chucky and also Dracula. Jay is the killer designer on both of those, as well as Springtrap. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, and I'm excited to be here.
I'm also excited for you to be here,
Oh.
Jay. So let's get into it. So as I mentioned, you worked on some pretty iconic licenses already. So when you were assigned Five Nights at Freddy's, what was it like when you first started working on that chapter?
It was really interesting. I didn't have a lot of experience with it. Excuse me, my throats are a little dry today. I was obviously aware of it. I mean, everybody is. It's become so iconic in such a short period of time.
He's not wrong at all.
But I'm going to be honest, I didn't really realize how kind of deep the lore and the story went before I started kind of looking into this chapter. So it's been cool, and like the story is way more horrifying than I ever thought it would be, to be honest.
Oh yes, despite how cute it is, very horrifying. And actually, I think that's a very initial common ground DBD fans and FNAF fans will have. Deep lore on both games, much more than you'd expect. And once you dig in, it's really cool stuff, and it goes, like you said, it goes places.
Yeah.
Lots.
So I
Lots of
guess,
places.
The way you mentioned it, sounds like you had to do a lot of research to get up to speed.
Yeah, for sure. You know, one of my favorite things about doing licenses like this is they give me an excuse, I guess, a reason to become like a real big nerd about one specific franchise or IP, and that's always amazing. You know, Chucky, I got to watch all the movies, and Dracula, we played the games and watched stuff. So this one, I did the same thing. I jumped in. My main thing was YouTube and Twitch, watching streams. I watched 60 to 70.
This bro probably watched MatPat, like MatPat lore videos the whole time. But
70 hours of content of some of the more popular streamers, I guess we can say, all through all the games, including the VR stuff and things. You know, not just to see the games and how they played, but also the players, how they react, the community, how they react, what kind of, getting the inspiration for the experience of FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy's, excuse me.
Yeah, and I think that's a really special thing. You didn't just tackle it from a mechanics point of view. You wanted to understand the community. You wanted to understand the players, make them feel as welcome in DBD as possible. Dead by Daylight, sorry. No, we're gonna be.
Bro,
doing
that's that short thing.
Quicker to use acronyms.
the short acronyms.
I think that's a great touch. So, any surprises you found along the way as you were doing that?
Yeah, I mean, this won't be a surprise to most people, but it was to me. Was, like I said, just how
I'm back, guys. Sorry.
Passionate the community is.
I had to go do something.
Like you said, it's very similar to DBD in that respect of like very passionate fans and very passionate community. People who kind of, they watch the trailers and they watch gameplay and they pixel peep. Oh yeah. And they kind of start stringing things together, and I imagine there's at least a few Five Nights fans with like the boards with pictures and the string all over them.
Yes, which Jay, you're kind of famous for with Dracula. Hand drew some meme-worthy art, so maybe we'll have some more.
Meme-worthy
Springtrap,
Springtrap, bro.
Apart our outfits as we speak. Like, what does it mean? What are the? I just wanted people to see my cool new mint-colored shoes. That's all.
I just wanted people to see. I don't know if I can show it.
Bro's got the socks.
Freddy Fazbear socks for Christmas.
Got Freddy on the feet.
Bro.
Likewise, my son gave me his Freddy plush for good luck today. So
Wow.
we are
Bro's-
loving it over here.
Bro's got the
before we
FNAF
jump into
merch.
gameplay, why don't you tell us about how you started to approach the design of Springtrap?
Yeah, it was a really interesting one because obviously, if you know both games, gameplay-wise, they're pretty diametrically opposed. Five Nights at Freddy's is really about sitting still. You manage resources, particularly the battery, and try not to get killed. Whereas DBD is all about moving around,
Moving around.
doing the
Generators.
jumps. If you sit still,
You're dead.
yourself
Not a
killed.
good strategy.
It's not a great idea. So it really became about kind of nailing down what the quintessential Five Nights at Freddy's experience is. Things like the security office, the battery power, all those amazing jump scares,
Yes.
and just kind of figuring out how to adapt that into the context of DBD.
Perfect. So with that transition, let's get into Springtrap specifically and his gameplay.
Yeah. So one of the goals for Springtrap was to figure out how to lean into those jump scares, which are kind of the thing about the Five Nights at Freddy's games, right?
The jump scares, bro. The
without
jump scares.
making him just a straight up stealth killer, which was something we wanted to avoid. So I had this idea of doing something that we'd never really tried before, where we focus Springtrap kind of as a grab-based killer, because
That render image, bro. I'm sorry. I know he's talking about the kills that Springtrap does. The render image in the model. Look at his bloody knife. Oh, they did an amazing job on him. Look at his knife. And the wires in the flesh. Oh my god, they actually did a good job on him, dude. Oh, that is amazing.
grabs in DBD, they are inherently jump scares into themselves. It's right there. So we just kind of leaned into that and gave him more of those opportunities.
There he is right there on screen.
There he is, yeah.
We even have another one of him doing a little bit of a grab.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You can see the corpse! You can see the corpse. I know that sounds like I've never seen that. Whoa, you can see the corpse. No, it's like an actual corpse in there. I'm about to pull up an image of the Scott one, bro, and this one. I know why, because Scott doesn't know how to model humans, but bro, that's cool. And I'll pull it, bro, he's doing the FNAF AR. He is doing the FNAF AR pose. I'll pull up another. I know that's my favorite catchphrase on doing these. I'll pull up another image, but bro, he's doing the pose he does in FNAF AR. Oh my god, that's actually cool.
And we gave him a pretty unique projectile, which is really cool. So Springtrap has two weapons. I get to finally announce. I know the community have been talking about it. So he has a large pizza knife as his main weapon, and a heavy fire axe.
Oh!
Power.
Oh, the fire axe. So let's talk about the axe. How do you use the axe? How's it different from projectiles that other characters in Dead by Daylight use?
Yeah, so it's a very unique. It's not going to play like any other projectile killer that you've tried before. We wanted to do something a little bit interesting with it. So if you throw the axe and it hits something in the environment, whether it's a missed shot or it's deliberate, it creates an AoE that lasts about 15 seconds. And if a survivor walks through it, you get killer instinct on them for a short period of time. If you hit a survivor with it, kind of gets lodged in their back while you're chasing.
Kind of have an axe lodged in your back.
Just a
No
little
big
bit.
deal.
So they can remove it manually, or they can do it quicker in co-op with another survivor. As Springtrap, you can also retrieve it yourself if you get close.
I'm
You can
excited.
skip kind of the steps.
I am
down
excited for the
survivor
fire
and
axe.
them up. You get in close to a survivor that has the axe embedded in them. You click the button, you grab the axe and the survivor at the same time. You get a cool little jump scare, and then you're carrying them on your shoulder. A couple of little notes. One of them is while you have your projectile available.
Oh! Oh my god! Oh, dude. I can't. This model actually looks so cool. And the pose he's doing, bro. I'm thinking this is a jump scare pose he's doing. But the pose is actually dope.
move at 4.4 meters per second. There he is.
There's a little glimpse of some jump scare action.
But once you've thrown the axe, you actually move at 4.6 meters per second. It's something that we've never really done base kit for a killer. It makes for some really interesting tactical choices, meaning that you have to recall the axe manually. It never comes back to you automatically unless you throw it out of the map, because you can make a mistake. But yeah, as long as it's in the environment or in a survivor or whatever it is, you have to manually recall it.
So it lightens his load a little bit, makes him a bit faster.
Exactly.
Perfect. So that brings us to another unique part of his gameplay, and I think super iconic to Five Nights at Freddy's, the security office.
Oh.
So let's get into that.
Yeah. So it was really important for us to give the killer and the survivor a really kind of interesting shared experience in that space, which allowed us to also lean into the jump scares. And some of the ways we came up with was to introduce a security office, which is part of any trial that Springtrap is the killer. It's part of his power, but it acts as kind of a transitionary space. So we have 7 doors that appear randomly around the map at chest spawns.
Dude.
And they're used by survivors.
Dude! Oh my god, dude. You got the checkered walls, the door, that's the FNAF 1 door with for some reason a number. I'm gonna guess you can go through it. I'm gonna guess you can go through it to go to the office. I have no idea, but like the wall is halfway almost broken off. The camera is right there. Notice employees only to like the cleaning area.
Or killers to teleport around the map.
Yeah, there be a door.
There it is.
There be a door.
Survivors can also use them for surveillance. So as a survivor, you interact with the door.
Oh, you can.
It brings up the camera view. You'll get the
Oh,
kind
that's
of
cool.
iconic map view in the bottom right of all the different cameras.
Oh, that's cool.
On the bottom left, you'll see your battery power, which we'll talk about in a second. You can see what's going on in the other doors. You can switch between doors. If you see something that, if it looks safe on the other end, you press the button, your character goes into the security office, and then it's kind of like a hands-off, almost like a theme park experience where you see this first-person view going through the office, which is really cool.
And one thing you mentioned, again, just in case we have new folks playing, regardless of what map you're playing on, this functionality, the security room will be there as long as Springtrap is the killer in the match.
Yeah, exactly. And as a survivor, if you happen to see Springtrap through a camera, if you train your camera on him for a few seconds, he'll be revealed for a little bit for the whole survivor team.
And what about if, like, what if Springtrap goes in at the same time as a survivor goes in at a different door and they meet?
Yeah, so.
Sorry guys, I'm back again.
As
I know.
a survivor goes in at a different door and they meet.
Yeah, so since they can both use the doors in the security office, we wanted to make sure that there was an opportunity for that interaction. So if a survivor is moving through that space from one door to the other, and Springtrap, excuse me, chooses one of those 2 doors, whether the one they're coming from or the one they're going to, he'll interrupt them in the security office for a fun little surprise.
Ooh. Awesome. I love all the little touches that the team has
far are we
planted
in
in there like that. I think the fans are really going to love it.
We're almost
Including
there.
this, you mentioned the battery. Managing the battery is part of this as well. So how's that work in DBD?
Yeah, so survivors share a universal battery. It's shared amongst all of them. It drains a little bit, kind of ticks down per second while you're using the cameras. We didn't want players to just be the man in the chair and just sitting there and telling all their friends. So it drains a little bit. Using the teleporter to move around the map takes off a big old chunk in one shot. And then you have to kind of manage that battery as a team. It slowly recharges on its own over time, but you have to kind of manage when and where you're using it. If the battery does run out, the security system, which is kind of the doors, the cameras, the office, goes into shutdown mode for 45 seconds. But Springtrap is not affected by the battery. So if the survivors have kind of overplayed their hand and they shut the security office down, they've kind of given up their one bit of power in this chapter, and Springtrap can still use the doors and bounce around and do whatever he wants.
Dangerous. Fantastic. But what about disabling the doors?
Yes. So to go back to the axe, if the killer hits either a camera or a door, the whole thing, with their axe, that door and the camera becomes unavailable to survivors. They can't use it to teleport away, they can't teleport to that door, and they can't see through the camera.
Oh, so you're just screwed if they...
when the killer retrieves it, that effect lingers a little bit. It becomes a really cool way of like, I need to scope this area out, but I don't want to.
You're just screwed if he hits the axe to the camera.
Around, use it to fake the survivors out.
Got it. But it's not permanent. The door can be used again after the axe has been retrieved.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless it's in shutdown, which survivors can't use it
Oh
anyway.
no, this gameplay, Bubby.
Okay, so speaking about moving around the map, which it sounds like we have a new exciting way to do that. One of the coolest things about the chapter, in fact, is the map. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is now a new map, a new level within Dead by Daylight for DBD fans, specifically in the Withered Isle realm.
Yeah.
So what can you tell us about the map?
Yeah, so the art team and the level design team, much like me, they did a ton of research, and like I don't say this just because we're doing the stream here, but it's becoming one of my favorite maps. I love it so much. In the same way that we worked hard at kind of integrating a lot of opportunities for jump scares into the killer gameplay, their team really wanted to make sure that they did the same when it comes to things like Easter eggs and scares around the map. So it really pays off if you're
The
kind
hidden
of
lore of
exploratory
Five Nights at Freddy's right there.
Amazing. So are there some areas that you want to shout out that Five Nights at Freddy's fans might recognize?
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot. You'll see a lot of small references and stuff, but obviously we've recreated a lot of kind of the iconic areas from the game. But we're also letting you exit the pizzeria to explore the outside a little bit, which is really cool. And we wanted to kind of add a little bit more space to allow for more dynamic chases and whatnot.
Yeah.
But for the rooms, we've got the lobby, we've got the dining hall, of course, with the
stage.
animatronic band on stage. It's very cool. And we have the arcade, which is, it's all very kind of creepily decorated,
Dude.
like a birthday party.
Again, I don't know if they showed this before. If they didn't, that'd be cool. I mean, I don't remember, but if they didn't, dude, the back rooms area, you have Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and an endoskeleton. Like, dude, got the outside, bro. This is, dude. I gotta control myself, bro. This is honestly cool as you can tell. How far are we? How far are we though? We're a little bit far. But honestly, bro, this is honest. I keep saying honestly. This is so cool, dude. This is so cool. I can't.
And we have areas like the kitchen and even the mechanical
Oh
room,
my!
which is cool.
Did they show this too? I do not remember. I don't think they did. Oh, what? That's an endoskeleton with blood on it. Oh, this is the first. This has gotta be the first time we saw FNAF with gore, bro. This is the first, bro. And it's got the little saw blades, like the Freddy. It's got the saw blades like the Freddy mask, bro, from the movie. It's got the saw blades. Oh no!
We
Don't
can see a
there you
little
go,
glimpse
yeah.
right there too.
Yeah. So altogether, this should kind of feel like I guess a formerly working
Yes.
pizzeria. And of course, since it's Dead by Daylight, the entity's weird pustules and deformations
Oh,
are
the
everywhere
entity,
to
yeah.
remind you exactly of where you still are and
You're
where
making a
stuck.
judgment call on those pustules there, Jay.
But if you're a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, I think you're really gonna love the map. They've done a lot of really cool work.
Yeah, it's super fun, and it looks really good too. The art team did knock it out of the park. But also with Springtrap wandering around, it's like a terror. And I think for Five Nights at Freddy's fans, like, whoop, you're going to be in familiar territory.
Yeah.
There. So one other nice thing that we did mention on the PAX broadcast, but I do want to mention it again, we're going to have a separate queue for this map specifically, which means you want to go to the game and you just want to check out the map. Normally, in the past, you'd be in the general rotation of maps and all that. Now you can go straight in just to the pizzeria without having to hope that you get there. So it's going to be its own queue when you join the game.
Yo, let's
And
go.
That's a feature that's going forward with any chapter with a new map. We'll have a unique queue for that new map, which is really cool.
Perfect. Okay, how about some last tips for
Yes.
survivors and killer players?
Yeah. So
Springtrap,
for the
bro.
killer, as Springtrap, get used to the arc of the projectile.
Dude,
As
the
I said,
axe.
it's super unique.
Oh, I cannot wait to be
compared
Springtrap throwing
to
that axe at
other
people.
Projectile killers, we've done something that really allows you to kind of pull off some pretty gnarly trick shots. We've seen some really interesting ones on our internal playtest. It's been super fun. So test that out, get used to it, and take advantage of the jump scares.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you're playing with your friends, hearing them shout in your ear is always a great time.
Yes.
But for survivors, take advantage of the cameras and the doors. It may seem a little unsafe because you can be interrupted or whatever, but they're really valuable tools if you get used to them and you use it to reveal the killer and kind of scoping out the area.
Like Five Nights at Freddy's, the actual game.
You'll get more of an advantage out of them than I think you realize at first.
Heck yeah.
But yeah.
Well, Jay, thank you so much, as
you.
always,
Dude, that
for
was-
joining
wow.
us on the couch with your wonderful work and the
That-
fun
wow.
stuff that you've planted in there.
The news is
Soon enough, people will get to play around with it. I know you're
Yeah.
going to be glued to your Twitch screen so you can watch
yes.
people play it and test it out. Thank you so much for joining us. The show must roll on. So next, we're going to bring out our friend Justin Banks to fill you in on DBD's anniversary event that's right around the corner.
I'm gonna pause it here, dude. That honestly, bro, the fire axe. He uses a fire axe, bro, and the renders. Do not get me started on the freaking bro. The
Arcade.
the door, dude. The office door room. That looks so cool. And then the back rooms, the backstage area, bro. We get to, bro. I'm excited what this endo is gonna do. I'm wondering if it's gonna be just like, the Freddy mask from the FNAF movie that, like, has the saw blades and shreds your face. I'm wondering if if Springtrap grabs you, right? He kills you in this thing, bro. Or he, like, puts you in the chair and like, the saw blade starts spinning and then cuts you, dude. I am hyped for that. And then don't get me started, bro. The render images. Where's one of them? There, right here. The Hold on. But like, hold on. Did they hold on. Dude, but the render image here? The Springtrap render, dude. This goes hard. I like the blood on his eyes. This actually goes hard. And then, where's the other two render images? Oh my god, his catchy theme song. Dude, I'm gonna stand up and start listening to this all day, bro. This track got me jamming. Oh my god. But not just that. Where is it? Where did they show it? It was two render images. Hold on, I'll meet you when I find it. No, I found it, never mind. Dude, this one? This one, bro! I like his bloody knife. I like the bloody knife on him, bro. This render is so cool.
Right there.
I
So
like
we just
this
kinda
one, and
leaned
then
into that
the
and-
other
and
one. Where?
One of him.
so we get-
The one right here, dude. So much. The one right here is so much FNAF AR vibes. It is actually insane. It is actually crazy that this one gives so much FNAF AR vibes. It is wild. But I want to see if there's any more left to talk about Springtrap, or if that is it for Springtrap. Oh wait, yeah, there is more Springtrap. All right, I will meet you guys back when we talk, or when they talk about more about this guy. Then they talk about more about Springtrap.
So we're going to be doing 30% off almost everything in the store.
All right, we're
for
back.
outfits released before the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter.
Oh, they're already talking about it.
On top of that, we'll be doing 25 to 50% off almost all the characters. And as Justin mentioned, if you find a character you like during the free trials, it's a great time to pick them up and add them to your roster.
Okay. All right. So, and as obviously, we kind of touched on it. Brace yourself. This is a bit emotional. But after this, the party will be over. It'll be our. I know. Let's keep it together.
Tricks don't leave me.
Let's keep it together. But we're gonna be okay because before we close the curtain, we've got other things happening right before, right?
That's correct. On June 17th, we have our highly anticipated Five Nights at Freddy's
Yep.
chapter releasing,
Yep.
along with it, the Five Nights at Freddy's collection. Now, as you know, Dave and Matt already revealed one of the outfits at PAX.
Yellow
but
Rabbit.
We got a few
Yellow
more to show
Rabbit.
off today that
What?
no one's seen quite yet.
Okay.
But in case you did miss PAX, first of all, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
There he is.
Second of all,
Matthew
we
Lillard.
saw that we revealed our Yellow Rabbit legendary outfit for our new killer Springtrap. This is an incredible outfit from the
Yellow
Five Nights at
Rabbit
Freddy's movie.
from the movie.
It features the likeness of Matthew Lillard, who played William Afton on screen before the spring launch.
Bro, this render. Oh, there's the blood on him. And his icon. I don't know if they will show it. I mean, it already looks beautiful as it is. But I really hope there's a custom design where he has the Yellow Rabbit mask, bro. Like the head of Spring Bonnie. Dude. Oh my god. I'd love that. But bro, he looks so freaking cool. Look at him. Movie Afton, bro. He looks so cool.
Really turns him into Springtrap.
Dude.
Now, this outfit has original voiceover from Matthew Lillard. It was recorded just for Dead by Daylight, as well as some special voiceover and animations in the lobby.
Okay, I cannot wait to get my hands on that. But are there going to be other versions of Springtrap coming into the fog as well?
There is. We also have a Glitch Trap, a legendary outfit for
What?
Springtrap. Now, Glitch Trap
What?
appeared in Five Nights at Freddy's
What?
Help Wanted and its sequel, Help Wanted 2, where he played a very crucial role in the story. So it's amazing to have him as part of this collection. And as an added bonus, for both legendary outfits, when you unlock them, you'll receive a portrait badge of those characters as well. So a Glitch Trap portrait badge for Glitch Trap, and a Yellow
in here?
Rabbit portrait with Matthew Lillard's likeness when you buy that as well. We also have two very rare outfits for Springtrap, which are both taken from Five Nights at Freddy's Special Delivery, the mobile AR game.
What?
which
What?
are Clown Springtrap,
What?
Toxic Springtrap.
What?
Now, Clown Springtrap is pulled pretty much straight from the game, looking just like fans will remember him. But we put our own twist on Toxic Springtrap to really make him our own.
He's got.
But that's not all. For the survivors out there who want to show their love for FNAF, there will be Freddy Fazbear's t-shirts available for all original survivors.
Dude!
You can buy them individually or bundled together at a discount.
That's gonna be great. I mean, I love like the shirts especially because it gives them this nice, cool, casual look. And I think because of that,
What?
it's why I love the next collection you're gonna be talking about.
Casual is a great way to describe it because this outfit, this collection is simply called the Casual Collection.
The Casual
And as the name
Collection.
implies, it focuses on streetwear and casual clothing, letting us add more variety to characters who've kind of been stuck with one look in the past. So, for example, a guy like Gabriel, who's often portrayed in space-themed outfits, we finally gave him something more casual to show a different side of his character.
The
Looks
Freddy
so
Fazbear
good.
shirt.
He's a handsome man, isn't he?
Oh, never
Handsome
mind.
man.
Handsome.
Never mind. Are these just new
on top of
designs?
Gabriel, we also have outfits for Tori.
Oh, these are new designs. Dude, what? Okay, I knew the Yellow Rabbit was a thing because they showed him in the previous live stream. I'm sorry.
Is we also have a Glitch Trap, a legendary outfit for Springtrap.
Glitch Trap? Glitch Trap? He's in here?
Glitch Trap first appeared in
And
Five Nights at Freddy's.
I'm sorry. Toxic Spring Trap? Clown Trap? Dude, he looks... Dude, Toxic Spring Trap looks so cool! You got the toxic... I mean, of course, the toxic sludge in this dude. And, like, the fleshiness. The real fleshiness, bro. Bro, and then Clown Trap. Give me my boy, Clown Trap. There he is, bro. There he is. Is that a... No, that's not a machete. Oh my god, wait, that's the thing. What do they use on magic tricks when they're cutting the saw? Is it the saw? Does bro have a saw? Oh my god, bro. Clown Trap. Not only are we getting movie Afton, we're getting Glitch Trap, and we're getting Clown Trap, and we're getting Toxic Spring Trap. Dude, I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped for June 17th, bro. I am so hyped for June 17th. Oh my god. This is about to be the best thing. And then they got the casual shirt with Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria with Bonnie, Foxy, Chica, and Freddy. Oh, dude, I am hyped. And I think that's about it. I want to check so I don't end this video off in the most random way. I think that is about it, if I'm right. Okay, that is about it. Dude, I am hyped. I want to go back to Toxic Spring Trap for a minute. Bro, he's so badass. He's so badass, bro. But that was the live stream 9-year anniversary of DBD2. Oh my god, bro. This is amazing. From seeing the teaser images and Springtrap in the first teaser video to then seeing now Glitch Trap, Toxic Springtrap, and Cloud Trap. Dude, I'm hyped. Dude, they got me for real hyped. They got me for real hyped. But yes, this is going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys do enjoy. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, give me notifications, and I will see you all next time. Bye.